Hey guys, it's Han here, and today I'm back with a Sephora sale recommendations list. I don't think I've done one of these before, or if I have, it's been a really long time. So I have a lot of things I want to talk about because I haven't done one of these. So let's just get into it. I am going to do a what is on my loves list, and it's a very long one. So I believe the day you're seeing this is the day the Sephora sale starts for Rouge members. It's 20% off for Rouge members starting the 27th of October. And then I believe on the 31st of October, it starts for VIB and insiders. And I believe that's the day I'll have up my wish list. Though I probably will have placed my order by then since I am Rouge. So let's get into it because this is going to be a long video. I have started category wise. Starting with skincare, love two particular skincare brands from Sephora. And then I have a couple of other randoms, but the two brands that I pretty much like everything I've tried from them is Pharmacy and Paula's Choice. These are my three, or like I have 8 products between the two. Like I have 4 picks from all of them. If you have not tried Pharmacy's cleansing range, whether that be Green Clean, whether that be Whipped Greens, whether that be Clean B, which I don't have, but I've used and really enjoy. Their cleansing products are phenomenal. So this is a limited edition scent. This is the Peaches and Cream. For this from last year, I believe they've got Strawberry Shortcake at the moment, and they've got the Christmas Trio. Hint, the Strawberry Shortcake and the Christmas Trio are on my wish list. And this is a fantastic makeup remover product. It is a solid balm, and these bigger ones do come with the applicator. Not like a dispenser. And they smell good, but I even like the scent of the original. It is a solid cleanser that I rub between my fingers, rub it all over my face, and then emulsify with water, and it rinses clean, and it's great. Whipped Greens is my current second cleanse. This is an oil-free foaming cleanser. It is a thicker kind of cleanser. Like, it feels quite thick. It's not a traditional gel cleanser. Like, it's got some solidness to it. But Clean B is your traditional gel cleanser, and that has got the honey in it, which Pharmacy kind of started with. And I like all of those. The newest product that I've tried from Pharmacy and that I really love is the Niacinamide Night Mask. 10% niacinamide that smooths and refines pores. I got onto this from Jessica Braun and Taylor Wynn, and Taylor Wynn, or was it just Jessica? Either way, Jessica definitely uses this as her moisturizing product when she uses her retinol. And I do the same thing. I love it. We have very different skin types. She's dry, I'm combo oily. And this works for both of us. So it is more of a gel texture. So I was kind of surprised that she likes it, but it is kind of a thick gel, which a night mask kind of is. But this is gorgeous. I really enjoy it. I love Pharmacy skincare. And then my other top skincare brand from Sephora is Paula's Choice. I held up my Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. I love this stuff. It is the SPF that has got me to wear SPF every day, which as a combo oily person is very difficult. I've just purchased a new SPF, which I'm slightly hesitant to try. But with summer coming, I feel like I need something higher than a 30 in Australia. It is what it is. But I love this stuff. I use it as my moisturizer and my SPF in one. It's amazing. My hero product before then, though, was the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. This is a product I believe deserves the hype. I think it is a fantastic toning product with salicylic acid. You guys know I tried to use a different type of acid in my morning and it just didn't work. I'm using a serum instead at the moment. But as soon as that one didn't work, I repurchased this. I was like, no, need salicylic, even though I had a salicylic acid serum. But this stuff's fantastic. It really helps control my oil and it really helps keep any breakouts at bay. It is fantastic. But again, I know that drier skins really like this to kind of slough everything off and give them really radiant complexion. I love it. It's fantastic. The other one I love for morning is my new bottle, the 10% niacinamide booster. So this is a dropper and it comes sealed. So it does come two-part. You've got your dropper and then you've got your separated sealed bottle so that it cannot start disintegrating. I do 2 drops of this in my hyaluronic acid serum in the morning. Ooh, I've lost my lid to my pipette. So I find this is a great way. They've got a whole lot of boosters that you can add with, use them on their own or use with other products. I just find this is a great way to only have to technically do 1 serum in the morning because I'm really lazy. But I get my hyaluronic acid and my niacinamide, and my skin loves both those ingredients in the morning and drinks it all up, and it's great. And then at night, I've really been liking the 1% retinol treatment with peptides and vitamin C. I have not had the retinol uglies with this. I have been very slow with it, but my skin really enjoys it as well. It does what a retinol does. It just keeps the skin looking fresh, helps with cell turnover, keeping everything at bay. I use this twice a week and that is enough for me because I do use acids and other actives. But I really enjoy this. 1 to 2 pumps, face and neck, avoiding contact with the eyes, standard retinol use. I don't bring it down my neck just because I have some creasing and I feel like the product would get stuck in there, and I currently don't need help on my neck, but the rest of my skincare I bring down my neck. But I really like that. So those are my top picks for skincare brands. And then I have one product and then I have moisturizers, because I feel that moisturizers can be very difficult to find ones that work for combo oily skin. Ones that are hydrating enough but don't make you oilier. So we'll get to that. The first is the Biossance Lactic Acid product. I really like Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow. I also love Honeymoon Glow from Pharmacy. So I use an exfoliating serum, either a lactic or a glycolic acid, 2 nights a week. What am I currently using? Currently using a pestle and water. Anyway, so I do use that 2 nights a week. And I like to rotate them because I like a lot. But 2 that I really like from Sephora are the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow and the Biossance Lactic Acid. And I think the Biossance Lactic Acid is really good if you have drier skin. I obviously am someone with oilier skin, but I also can be a little bit sensitive. So lactic acid is a gentler acid, so it still really keeps the pores tight, like clean, and really refreshes the surface of the skin, but it's really gentle. So I really like a lactic acid. I think my current's a combination of the 2. But lactic acid's also better for drier skin because it is that little bit more gentle. So if you have any flakiness, it's not going to irritate you. If you have significant flakiness, see a dermatologist though. But I really like that. Moisturizers. I already talked about the niacinamide, but general moisturizers, I have 5 moisturizers that I really like from Sephora. They are the Summer Fridays Cloud Dew. I used this last year, and it feels like a cloud, as the name would suggest. It is, again, all of these are water-based. All of these are water-based creams, which I think gives you a real understanding of the type of moisturizer I like. They're all water-based creams. The Cloud Dew is what I would consider to be the thickest moisturizer in this grouping. It does provide the most hydration. That I couldn't use this one during the day. However, at night it was fantastic. It really sinks into the skin, it provides deep hydration. And if you have that kind of combo oily skin, I would recommend trying out a water cream or a gel cream product. The next is the Touch of Water Cream. If you're getting this, get it in the set that comes with the cleanser and the toner. I haven't tried the toner, I haven't tried the refixed cleanser, but I liked the original cleanser. But the Touch of Water Cream is the bougiest of these ones. And it literally feels like it turns into water on your fingers as you put it on your skin and you're rubbing it. It feels like it turns into water and just seeps in. Gorgeous, super bougie, but very nice. The first gel cream that I used was the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour instant hydrator, before it had the ridiculously long name. This is a little pink tub, and I like the original one. There is two. There is a Moisture Surge Intense. I like the original Moisture Surge. It's gorgeous. It is the moisturizer that made me realize I like gel texture moisturizers. It is Clinique, so it's really great for sensitive skin. It's fragrance free. It's beautiful. And then the one you have heard me talk about the most, Belief Aqua Bomb. I haven't bought it in a really long time because I've just been trying all the new ones. But Belief Aqua Bomb was my holy grail moisturizer for a very long time. It is a very similar texture to the Clinique Moisture Surge. Very similar in texture, but basically it's blue. So I would recommend both, and they're pretty sure they're the same price. So, but the one I'm using at the moment is the Skin Fix Barrier Plus Skin Barrier Restoring Gel Cream. I love the packaging on this. All of the other four are standard moisturizer jars. This is the airless pump. I love it. So good. It is a little bit thicker than your Touch of Water Cream, but it feels really lightweight on the skin, provides great moisture. Love it. So those are kind of my top skincare picks. Primers. As I said, I have combination oily skin as we go into this base products particularly. I'm going to go through my drawers because I have most of these things, but I don't have all of them. So let's go in. Primers. 2 guesses. You shouldn't need them. Hourglass Veil Mineral Veil Primer. I believe this is my 3rd jumbo size of this primer. I love it. It is fantastic, and I cannot see a time in my life where I did not have this primer in my collection. It is what I use in my kit. It is what I use when I can't think about which primer I want to use and I'm not panning anything. I love this primer. It does have SPF in it, but I find it doesn't cause a flashback. It has a kind of creamy texture to it. It's got almost an opalescence to it as you blend it in, and it's just so smoothing on the skin. It feels gorgeous, but it doesn't feel super dimethicone. It does have dimethicone in it, but it doesn't feel like your Benefit Professional that feels really thick. It feels super thin, but it's super smoothing and really great for long wear. A new one I found, thanks to the last Sephora sale, that I'm like, why did I buy this going into winter? But oh my goodness, we've had heat waves in winter and early spring, and this has been a game changer. This is the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Primer. I need the setting spray. This is a mattifying primer. Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. That's what it is. And this is fantastic for oil control. So, again, you're in the States, you probably don't need this coming into winter, but this is more traditional silicone, but it, again, also feels like it turns into water as it goes onto the skin. It dries down, not like a matte primer where things peel. So I've had times where I put on a matte primer and things just don't sit on top of it and just peel up on top of it because it's so matte. This doesn't do that. It keeps you matte, but it still wears really well, which I think is super important for a matte primer to not become gluggy and chunky with the skin. Gorgeous. All right. That's it for primers. I'm trying to keep this relatively concise. Relatively concise. Foundation. I have a full coverage, I have a medium, and a BB, which is not really BB, but the two that I don't have, Estee Lauder Double Wear. I love the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I recommend paying for the money and buying the pump because it is so thin and it really just works with the pump. And it's really dumb that they don't have it. But it's a great medium to full foundation. It is something you can sheer out, and I use it with a sponge so that it does sheer out. But the wear time on that is exactly what it says it is. It's really long wearing. It looks beautiful on the skin. If you have dry skin and you prep your skin right, I think it would look fantastic as well. Gorgeous. Light medium. Finished these this year. Considered buying them again, but then I looked at my foundation collection. The Fenty Ease Drops. Now I do need the darker shade. I need a 2, not a 1. But this is a fantastic everyday foundation. Light to medium coverage, really blurring on the skin, really wears well. And it's fantastic. I really like it. And then the product that survived Florida heat and humidity and Disney walking and talking. And it's gonna come with me again. One size tone up the base, triple B cream. I really like one size foundation products. I have the wrong shade because I got Fair 3 because that's the shade I have in the powder. However, the Fair Neutral in the liquid is not Fair 3. Fair 3 is the Fair Golden. So it is a warm tone on me. So, now it is called the Beauty Blur Balm, and oh my goodness, does this blur the skin. It's phenomenal. Very similar to the Fenty. Again, a little bit more manipulation with this one because you can get it even lighter than the Fenty, but it's fantastic. I really, really love this product, and they're kind of my top 3 foundations. Concealers. Do you think I have a favorite concealer? If you've watched me for a while, you know it's really hard to impress me when it comes to concealers. If you watch my speed reviews, you know there's some that I've just started using that I really like, but I haven't used them enough because I'm panning concealers at the moment to truly have a favorite. However, I would always recommend picking up one of the products in the Bobbi Brown Corrector line. So this is the Corrector Stick in Light Bisque. I've had the pot, I've had the stick. It really is just your preference. The stick has a whole lot more product, like significantly more product. Mine looks like it doesn't, but it does. The stick has like twice the amount of product as the pot, but the pot is more emollient. So if you have drier under eyes, I'd go for the pot. Combo oily skin, I like the stick. It's really easy to just kind of go do do do, blend with either your finger or a brush. The brush, my 2 favorite brushes are the Sephora Pro Airbrush and the Fenty Beauty, whatever this angled concealer brush is. These are great. I really love these for this, and you can get those as well. Sephora collection will be 30% off. Love my Sephora collection brushes. I love Bobbi Brown correctors, and they are kind of my go-to products. Powders. I have 1 loose powder and 1 powder foundation. I'm being so, what is the word? The word is not in my brain. Controlled. Restrained, that was the word. Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I bought the 1 size powder. I don't love it. I love this so much more. I have a problem with translucent blurring powders picking up the coverage of my foundation and shearing out the coverage of my foundation and then making it difficult to blend powder products over the top. And that is the issue I have with the one size. This doesn't do it. This stuff is amazing. I've had it for, this one's not that old, but I've been using this powder for, I'd say, about 10 years. And it keeps coming back to it. I know there's new powders, but no loose powder beats this for me. It doesn't. It's phenomenal. I'm wearing it today. It's gorgeous. Powder foundation. One size beauty. Turn up the base versatile powder foundation in Fair 3 N, not Fair 3 G. This also survived Disney days. These were the two products that I took. This is the powder foundation when I want something quick but I want great coverage. This is phenomenal. I've since purchased some new powder foundations to try out, to compare, but I love this stuff. It's got a serious dip in it. It's great. It's great. I don't know what else to say. If you are wanting a powder foundation, try the one size. It's great. Can't say anymore. Blush. No, cheeks. This is all cheeks. So I have two blushes, a bronzer, and two bronzers, and two highlighters. Blushes. I really love the Pat McGrath blush formula. I only have one, and I think that during a sale is the time to pick this up because it is so expensive. But the formulation is just so smooth. This is flirtatious, so it is quite light. It's a nude. It's beautiful. This is the lightest shade, I believe, or it might be a lighter coral, but I love flirtatious. It's really great if you have fair skin and you want like that neutral blush, maybe a little bit rosy. I'm just going to pull out another one because this blush is in one of the Hourglass palettes this year. This is Mood Exposure, and it is divine. I really like Hourglass cheek products. I don't love their face products, which is why I don't usually buy the face palettes. I have one, but I find that if a face palette has 2 or more face powders in it, I don't like it. So I have the 4 pan from a couple of years ago because it has 1 face powder, 1 blush, 1 highlight, 1 bronzer, and I love it. Mood Exposure is in the one that is my Color Story that has 2 face powders. So I'm not going to pick that up, but if you don't mind the face powders, or if you can find a color combination that you don't mind that doesn't have too many face powders, the Hourglass Ambient powders are fantastic. And then the new one to my collection, if you want a true neutral blush, a truly neutral blush, Buxom Wanderlust in Seychelles. Again, this is new, but it is like a bronzy, it's like a bronzy, glowy gorgeousness that wears so well. I wanted to give this a shout out because this has been on my wish list for years. Years and years and years, because everyone loved it, and I just hadn't picked it up until the last sale, and it's phenomenal. It is so good, and I'm so upset with myself that I waited so long to buy it. So I'm telling you, don't wait so long to buy it. Bronzer. You guys know that I love, if you watch my speed reviews, Pat McGrath Nude Honey, but Nude Honey is not available at Sephora, so I do not recommend it. What I do recommend is the bronzer that has been in my collection for the longest, and I refuse to ever get rid of it. NARS. Now this is the Sun Wash Bronzer in Laguna. So it is the Baked Gelée formula of Laguna. And I think that if you have fair skin, this is the way to go because it does take a little bit more to pick up on the brush. So some people will hate that. Some people will hate that you need to kind of work at it a bit. However, because I'm getting dark with age, but I still have relatively fair skin. This bronzer, because it is Baked Gelée, just looks really natural on the skin. And that's a patchy spot, so now it had moisture on it, so it's a little bit patchy. But it's not as great in tone as Nude Honey, but it's a really good bronzer shade. I really like it, and the formula is buildable. I also really like the NARS Sun-Kissed Bronzing Cream. Now, I have Laguna 2 because I have the original launch. I think I would prefer Laguna 1 because, like, it's quite dark. So I do need to be a little bit careful with it, but the formula is phenomenal. The formula is great, and I just need to be careful with it, which is why I don't use it, because I need to be careful with it. But the formula is phenomenal. The color is just not right for me. So I would check your color. If you're fair, get Laguna 1, not Laguna 2. But the Laguna 2 was all they had when I purchased it originally. Highlights. Any guesses? My favorite highlighter of all time is the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Highlight 01. This will never leave my collection. It can be old as anything, and it's never going anywhere because it makes me so beautiful and glowy, and I feel so confident with it, and I can wear it with anything, and I don't have to think, I don't know what I want on my cheeks. It will be that. It's stunning. It is a matte, it's not matte, it is glowy. It is a baked product, so the way it is baked means that it sits so wonderfully on the skin. The shimmer particles are really fine, so it doesn't emphasize texture. It is the piece de resistance of highlighters. However, if you want a little bit more beaming, you want a little bit more bam, I've got Enlighten written down, but I have Mesmerize. I don't know why I wrote Enlighten down. Rare Beauty, maybe they're the Enlighten highlighters. This is in Mesmerize, so it's the pinky one, and it definitely has a lot more sparkle to it. It is lots more pow from space, gorgeousness. I don't even know if that's going to pick up on the camera. But if I want full glam, this is gorgeous. I really, really like this highlighter as well. And there is the 4 shades you can pick from. I don't know if there's multiple shades of Laura Mercier, which is a little bit upsetting. But it's been literally a holy grail for forever. Brows. I like both Anastasia and Benefit for brows. You can basically product for product match them. Brow Wiz, Precise in My Brow, Brow Definer, Goof Proof, so on, so forth. I am shade 2 in Benefit, and I am shade Taupe in Anastasia. Find the one that has a tone that works for you. Both of them are great. Both the pencil products I like. I do love Gimme Brow. I love Gimme Brow, but I do actually really like the Dip Brow pomade, like the liquid Dip Brow. It's a lot fuller color though, so you have to kind of be prepared with that. I'm not a pomade person. I have used Cabral though. It's fine, but they have a new pomade. Anastasia Brow Freeze I've used, and it really locks them in place if you like that look. But brows, you got to go Benefit or Anastasia. I can't say anything else. All right, eyes. I was very self-controlled when it came to eyes, I think. I say as I have 3 mascaras. Okay. I have 3 mascaras. Rare Beauty, Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, Hourglass, Caution Extreme. If you are like me and you like a big lash, you like lots of volume, really dark, these are going to be it for you. The Pillow Talk mascara does have a learning curve because it has its funky looking wand, but it's phenomenal. I just repurchased the Rare Beauty. I haven't had the Hourglass in a very long time, but I want it. I want it back in my life. It is gorgeous. And look, you can get great mascaras at the drugstore. You really can. But I buy one mascara. No. I use one mascara for 3 or 4 months. That means I buy 3 to 4 mascaras a month. $10 a month on mascara is not too bad in my opinion. Yes, it could be like $3. But no, we're not talking about that. However, if you like to have multiple mascaras, like that, you do you. But that's how I do it, so I feel a little bit more okay about buying an expensive mascara. In terms of eyeliners, my top eyeliner at the moment is the Sephora 12-Hour Colourful Crayon Contour Eye Pencil. This is Tiramisu. It is very pretty. It is a nice dark brown that wears phenomenally. Wears phenomenally. It is the closest in colour and wear to my beloved Marc Jacobs Earthquake. Hourglass Cave. The Hourglass ones I find move around. I have a new one I'm trying. I don't love it as much. I find it's not as pigmented. And the Sephora ones will be 30% off. Grab them. In terms of liquid, Stila Micro Tip. I really like the Micro Tip from Stila to do a really tiny wing. I've used the brown in it. I assume the black would be the same. They are the brush tip, but they just give you a tiny wing. I would not recommend them to do your full line because it would take forever. Not Kat Von D. KVD Beauty Tattoo Liners. I love Trooper. I love Mad Max Brown. Mad Max Brown is super dark and super defining, but still brown. Gorgeous. I had to throw them out because I have not worn liquid liners in, I think, 18 months. But they're my two go-tos. Okay. Are we ready for some sparkle? Sparkle? Sparkle. I like sparkle. And my two favorite types of sparkle from Sephora are KVD Dazzle Sticks, and Hourglass Scattered Lights eyeshadows. Alright, KVD Dazzle Sticks are cream products. I have Electro Bolt and Hail Surge. They are the two neutral tones. This is Hail Surge. It is a champagne with like pinky sparkles and literal glitter in it. What I do with these, so pretty, is I like put my finger on it and tap them over a look, and I tap them like high on the inner corner and like over. So pretty. They are gorgeous. Like I don't know if you can see how pretty that is. It's like wet looking and so sparkly. Gorgeous. So that one is Hailstorm, the champagne. And then we have, as I get glitter all over my head, why did we start with sparkle? Good jobs. Hail Surge. Electro Bolt. Whereas Electro Bolt is like this gold with green sparkles in it. And it obviously has more color pigment to it. They are so pretty if you like a sparkle, and because they're a cream they stay. I'm gonna say it, this wasn't in it. Stila Deception. This is a glitter and glow. Stila glitter and glows are still great, but Deception's really fun. It's drying out. Deception is also really fun because it is a pink with green glitters. It's so fun. I love sparkle. I love sparkle. I'm wearing a ColourPop. I have one matte colour all over my lids and in my crease, and then I just on the inner portion have ColourPop Olympic just for sparkle. Gorgeous. So this is the KVD, and then we have Scattered Lights. These are one of my favourite types of eyeshadows. You know, so the first one I bought was Aura, and it is pinky. And it's got pink glitters and it's very pretty. Then I bought the Christmas set a few years ago, and the only one I've kept from that set, because I'm trying to be controlled in how much makeup I keep, is Ray. And this is like a bronzy with silver glitter, more of a smokier look. But my most reach for as I lose the Stop It Array, is Reflect. And if I was to recommend one, it would be Reflect. It is the champagne of the bunch. So it's the one I wear the most, obviously. So we have Aura, Ray, and Reflect. But look at Reflect. It's just like... Sorry, I did one of the others. But it is... Sorry, I'm looking behind you in the mirror to see if it's coming through. It is beautiful. Gorgeousness. I love those eyeshadows. And if you like sparkle, they're a great one. In terms of palettes... no, let's talk cream shadow sticks while we're at it. Laura Mercier and Bobbi Brown both have phenomenal cream shadow sticks. I think no matter which way you go, they are great. I currently have Bobbi Brown. I've had Laura Mercier. Yeah, both of the ones I have currently are Bobbi Brown. I have Golden Pink and Dusty Mauve. But I've had Laura Mercier in the past. I've panned Laura Mercier minis. I've paired Bobbi Brown minis. They are very similar formulas. So Golden Pink is very similar to Rose Gold, which has been in my wish list to repurchase for forever. And then Dusty Mauve is very similar to Amethyst from Laura Mercier, if you like those. They usually do like little mini sets. They're kind of my choice for cream shadow. Now we get into palettes. Kaja Beauty Bentos. I particularly love Peach Madeline. Again, it seems to be, if I wore them in Disney, they're a favorite. Because like when you travel, like, I was going to say when you travel, you take your favorites. But I didn't take these. Like I'd purchased them to have them shipped to Melissa. And then I just picked from there for what I'd want. Peach Madeline though is phenomenal. It has this one gorgeous matte on the bottom. And then it has this kind of sparkly topper shade. And then it has this like chunky glitter gorgeousness. They've come out with new ones. One of them's a marble. I'm intrigued. The other one I have is Glowing Guava, and I like it. I love the formula, but this shade, which is the shimmer, is just too dark for an everyday shade for me. Like, it is real smoky. So it's just not like when I reach for this quad, I reach for the trio, I reach it for the this, which is gorgeous nude mauve matte. So the formula's great. It's just, I think I picked the wrong color story with Glowing Guava, but I love Peach Madeline. The other palettes that came with me to Disney was Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Again, I love like these all over the lid. This is the one that came with me to Disney, so it's the one that I want to talk about. But also, I love Exaggerize as a really gorgeous neutral option. I love Exaggerize possibly more than I like Pillow Talk. I love both of them though, they're great. I also have Walk of No Shame and Mesmerizing Maroon. They are deeper tones. They're in my I need to try them out to see if I'm gonna keep them or declutter them. But they're like, the formula's fantastic. It's just the color story. So again, find a color story you like. The formula's phenomenal. And then the big one. The brand that I have the most eyeshadows from, that I'm going to purchase more eyeshadows from. Oh, where's Mini Star? Mini Star is missing. And so is Baby Beaver. Natasha Denona! Alright, so I have 3 minis. Nude, Starlet, and Star. I have, because I'm doing a thing, I have 2 standard 5 pan palettes, Camel and number 5. No, number 2. I have the Baby Beaver, I have the Glam Face and Eye palette, and I have the Glam palette, and I'm going to buy the I Need a Nude palette because I need a nude. I need it. I need it, I need it, I need it. But Natasha Denona eyeshadows are obviously my favourite formula. I love her eyeshadow formula. I'm really excited to try her sparkly formula in the I Need a Nude palette. But I'm still quite self-restrained, I feel like, because there's a lot of colour stories I really like that I haven't purchased. My Dream, Retro, But Natasha Denona, find a color story that you like. I think we need the big Xenon's out if you want like full smoky cool tones. It's a little bit too far down my, like down the way, but yes, yes. See, really self-controlled with eyes. All right, lips. I have 2 matte lipsticks, 2 glowy lips, lip balms, a lip balm and 2 liners. 2 liners. For matte lipsticks, Charlotte Tilbury and Rare Beauty. And I'm going to talk about it now. They're also my liner of choice. I love the Charlotte Tilbury liners. I've used up a Pillow Talk. I don't have one at the moment, but I'm going to repurchase it. And the Worthy lip liner. I've got the Worthy lipstick and the Worthy liner. It is just a gorgeous neutral lip. And then the Matte Revolution, that's not a Matte Revolution that I picked out. That's a Kissing. Pillow Talk is obviously kind of my go-to. And it's basically a pinkier tone than Worthy. But I also have Am I Kiss, Secret Selma, and Secret Selma. Stone Rose is a Kissing. And Secret Selma. So I do think that, so we have Worthy from Rare Beauty, and then Charlotte, Pillow Talk, Am I Kiss, Secret Selma. That might have a new name now when they had to get rid of the names. But those are those ones. I do think the Matte Revolution from Charlotte Tilbury is a little bit more hydrating than the Rare Beauty, but they're both great formulas. However, you know I don't love a matte lip at the moment. I had a lip oil on and it's like worn away. I like a glowy lip at the moment. And my 2, I'm counting this as 2. This is technically 2, but my top Sephora glowy lip products are the Tarte Maracujas. I have a normal and I have a juicy. No, sorry, I have a juicy and I have a plump. And then the Makeup by Mario. So the plump from Tarte has a tingleness to it. That's white peach. It is a gorgeous peach shade. And then the traditional plump, not plump, juicy, doesn't have the tingle to it, but it's the same gorgeous formula. That is coconut. And then the Mario, this is Nude Glow. I think I'm going to get the mini duo with Bare Glow and Bronze Glow. Is it Bare and Bronze? Or is it Nude and Bronze? Whichever one doesn't have Nude. The one that has Bare in it. And they're all just, do not overclick these up. They do not go down. They are basically a melted lips gloss in a lipstick formula. And I hate lip gloss. I don't hate lip gloss. I'm beginning to appreciate lip gloss, but I've hated lip gloss for so long, but oh my goodness, this type of lip product is my life right now. I wish Sephora still had their click stick so I could recommend that, but they don't. These are my top. Tarte or Mario. The Tarte have like a shifter formula. If you like one of those slightly pH adjusting products, gorgeous. And then Fresh Sugar lip balms. Whether it be in the tube or in the pot, I like both. I usually get the mini set. I can handle the mini set because I don't put them in my purse. I keep my minis in my drawer. There is my current Advanced Verity that is in my drawer. I keep my minis in my drawer for when I'm getting ready, and I only ever do this much product, okay? Because they are super soft and can be quite unstable. But even the big ones, I find the big ones are still the same. It's not a lip balm I'd put in your purse because they get really melty. I've had a full size. I usually buy the minis and just keep the minis in my drawer as my go-tos. They're great. I've had the pots. They're great. Great lip products. And then for setting my face, as I said, I want to try the Milk Pore Eclipse. But my go-to at the moment is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Spray. This is going to hold your makeup on. I have the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over. I don't love it. This, I love. I also really love Urban Decay All Nighter. It is an all-time favorite. It's phenomenal. Both are great, but the Charlotte Tilbury is the one I'm loving at the moment. I just haven't repurchased the Urban Decay. But Urban Decay is, again, the one I've used for years. The one I use for in my kit. It is phenomenal. And I'm going to say that this is a really long video. But those are the products I'd recommend looking into. Oh, I missed one of the eye products, didn't I? I did. Charlotte Tilbury Oyster Pearl. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize formula. And this is the shade Oyster Pearl. This is the one shade that I recommend because I have a second shade and I don't like it as much. However, this is my favorite taupey beautifulness one and done look when I don't want to think about anything. I'm running late. I need to put something on my eyes. It is this blended into the crease. It sets, it stays. It looks gorgeous with a sparkly topper over the top. It's phenomenal. But again, I have rose gold. Yeah, and it's not as pretty. It doesn't have the shine and the impact. Oyster Pearl, one and done gloriousness. Okay, that is it. That is the products I would recommend. Not going into fragrance, not going into hair. I don't have more time. But those are things I think you should try. Let me know if you're building your cart, what you were thinking of getting in the comments. If you've tried any of these, let me know. If you're a Rouge and you've already purchased by the time this video goes up, let me know what you purchased. Give it a thumbs up. Click to subscribe to see what I'm planning to pick up. Or I'm going to pick up some of the things. My list for the next video is very long. I have it on my computer and that's what I've been referring back to at this time as well. So sorry for I keep looking down and looking behind. I've been a little bit all over the shop today. But I really wanted to get these videos ready for you. So yes, click subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.